When the glorious General Middleton fired shells and bullets as thick as mosquitoes on a hot summer's day, I knew that only the benediction of God saved me. I said, oh my God, I offer you all that I am. All my existence I offer you to save my people. Take my weakness as an instrument to save my people, my country. In hope and humility, I prayed that prayer. And my prayer was heard. I was given a mission. I can say that God, who is with me in this talk, appointed me to be prophet of the Northwest. God directed me to lead my people, and I have led them. For months, I tried to show the people of the Saskatchewan the hand of God directing them how best to get their grievances attended to without resort to arms. And they were with me. We tried appeals, petitions. Petition after petition was sent from here, from the Northwest, to the federal government in Ottawa. Petitions had been sent for years, but so irresponsible is its government, it hardly even bothered to reply. Instead of dealing with the just claims of the people, all it has done is send police, and more police, and no action but police. That indicates absolute lack of responsibility. And I was leading my people against this insanity when I was pounced upon by armed police, so I answered with arms. And that is what is called my crime of high treason, for which they hold me here today, and for which they would tear me to pieces.
Hey, welcome back to Talk of the Town, and I have the other Louis Riel, Wilfrid Gaylord, and so what's it like to see yourself sort of in kind of juxtaposition here? We saw Guy Michaud play here, and now we have you.
Oh yes, it's quite nice because I had originally, when I first got involved with the trial Louis Riel, Guy Michaud and Del Fraser were the two playing Louis Riel, and there was a couple others. In
so we've had dueling Louis all along.
They usually had 2 to 3.
Wow.
And they had a 6-week a season, and they would have either 2 3-week sessions with changing over from Guy to Michaud to Del Fraser. Guy would play one of the lawyers, and then would switch back to Riel, and then Del Fraser would play Louis Riel, and then occasionally there would be another person or two that was in there.
Let's put in a plug so we get that done right away. The trial of Louis Riel is currently running.
It's running Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, this week and next week. 7:30 the doors open, so the show starts. The doors open, I believe, at 6:30, so you can buy tickets there. And it's at the Shumiatcher Theatre in the T.C. Douglas Place.
And that's in the Mackenzie Gallery, so some other people might want to know.
Yep.
And yeah, it's the other day we were listening, and I know the producer a little bit, Peter, as you do, obviously. And they were talking about the trial of Louis Riel is the 3rd most recognized event in Saskatchewan, somebody said.
Oh, yeah, especially internationally. Internationally,
yeah, I think it was the New York Times was coming by and doing some sort of promo thing. So there's, I think the #1 one was...
the Riders, I believe.
RCMP.
RCMP and then the Riders.
RCMP, the Riders, and then the trial of Louis Riel.
Yes.
So you're in like a world-famous play.
Yes, oh, very much. It's very recognized.
So you've had a good tour, though, too. You've been around the country a little bit. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, it started, last year. We started off with the school performances, the 125th anniversary. We went to Batoche, Duck Lake, I believe. And then we did a week. We went up to Prince Albert, Saskatoon, which we sold out in, and Melfort, and then we went to Winnipeg.
And you've been to Ottawa also.
And Ottawa this year. This year was
took the show on the road kind of thing. You actually got to sit in the House of Commons. And Louis was a 3-time winning MP, but never got to sit in his seat. Yeah,
that was quite a dramatic moment. It was, he never got to sit. He would have been arrested if he would have been. We got hosted by a gentleman,
local MP.
Royal Gallipo, and he took us on a tour. And then actually we got to sit inside the seat of Commons, and I got to do part of a speech.
Wow, that's pretty good. Well, we saw Guy play a little bit. Have you got anything for us that you want to share so that might get the people coming out tonight? Do you want to share any sort of lines with us?
Well, I think when he burst off right off the bat, he starts off, you know, when I came into the Northwest in July, the 1st of July, 1884, I found the Indians suffering. I found the half-breeds eating the rotten pork of the Hudson's Bay Company. Well, they were getting sick and weak every day. But I also saw the whites, and they were deprived of responsible government. Although I'm a half-breed, the greater part of my heart and blood is white. So I wanted to help the whites to the best of my ability. I worked for them here, as I worked for them in Manitoba 15 years ago.
Very good. And you did, too. So what does it feel?
I'm also from Manitoba.
So no, without giving away the gig of the show, Louis obviously doesn't win. How does that feel, Wilf? Every time you're pronounced guilty, what do you think?
It's you know, it's bittersweet, of course, but it's great to know at the end when he does the passion and it gets in there, the audience, the reaction to that is, you know, knowing that this great hero of ours, Canadian hero, Manitoba hero, Western Canadian hero, gets up there and does this impassioned speech, comes out to fight his rights, and then loses. And then that great speech of his. And
he has a good closing speech also.
Fantastic. Words that still ring true today.
Yeah, I mean, really, let's talk a little bit about that. We've got a couple of minutes here. Is that, what do you see in the play that's true for today?
I think the truth is still the racism that's still there. The fact that now we're starting to realign our thinking and rethinking Riel as a hero, you know, and the fact that he goes up against this government who basically didn't listen to the West, didn't listen to the Métis, didn't listen to the Aboriginals, did not listen to even the white settlers that out here, listen to their rights at all, and had to fight for them. And those truths are still happening right now. We're still in a flux right now. You know, it hasn't settled itself, and the reason why is because we never settled them 125 years ago.
Jeez, so Louis was one of the first true Westerners in a way, huh?
Well, he's a great Western hero in my eyes.
He calls the Northwest his mother.
his mother country. Yeah, and it is. And he never gave up to it. And the truth that they invite him here to be the spokesman. And he not only becomes the spokesman, he embraces it passionately and ultimately goes on trial for it. When he could have left and had his freedom, stays here and dies for it.
No kidding. So tell us the details again. Where is it playing at?
Shumiatcher Theatre. Inside the T.C. Douglas Place, the Mackenzie Art Gallery, 7:30. Doors open at 6:30. There's also Riel Productions, and you can also find us on Facebook. Just type in the Trial of Lou Riel, and you see pictures from our past seasons.
So we're finishing off this week's run and next week, and people can take you in. Are you playing all the parts, or are you switching with Guy?
I'm it for this week, and then Guy Michaud is back on again next week. So and he's been doing it for 25 years, and he's masterful, and also he's now our director, and he's given us a lot of help.
There you go. There you go, folks. Take in the Trial of Louis Riel, the third most recognized public event in Saskatchewan, in Regina. You don't want to miss it. It's very reasonable. It's at the Norman Mackenzie Art Gallery. It's in the Shumiatcher Theatre. It runs Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week, and next week also. You don't want to miss it.